Hey guys, we're in Mark 14, and I want to pick up in verse 27. Then Jesus said to them, "All you will be made to stumble because of me this night, for it is written, I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered. But after I've been raised, I will go before you to Galilee." Remember, Jesus had already dropped this big bombshell on them as they're eating the Passover meal. He says, "One of you is going to betray me this night." And one by one started asking, "Is it me? Surely it's not me, is it?" They all recognize their ability to just mess this up. And Jesus doesn't tell them who it's going to be, but he does tell them that it's going to be one of the 12. And so when they finished the meal, they sang a hymn, probably Psalm 118. That's something they traditionally sang at the end of the Passover meal. And they started heading out to the Mount of Olives. And when they started going, Judas saw this as his opportunity. Judas knew that the Mount of Olives was where Jesus spent his time away from the crowds. And so now's the opportunity to go to the religious leaders and tell them exactly where Jesus is. And I can hardly imagine that maybe when Judas left, the other disciples are thinking, "It wasn't me. I was worried about that." But when they go out to the Mount of Olives, Jesus drops this bombshell on them again. He says, "All of you are going to fall away because of me this night." This night. And so they're thinking, "Oh no, that's awful." And Jesus quotes Zechariah 13. This is the fulfillment of it. He says, "For it is written, I will strike the shepherd and the sheep will be scattered." That's exactly what will happen. But here's the good news. Despite the fact that these disciples abandoned Jesus in the moment, Jesus didn't abandon them. He says that after I've been raised, I will go before you in Galilee. And that's exactly what happens. It's kind of interesting to see somebody make an appointment before they die and still keep it. And so let's keep reading. Look there in verse 29. Peter said to him, "Even if all are made to stumble, yet I will not be." And Jesus said to him, "Assuredly I say to you that today, even this night, before the rooster crows twice, you will deny me 3 times. But he spoke more vehemently, "If I have to die with you, I will not deny you." And they all said likewise. Look at how Peter responds to Jesus. It's not, "Is it me?" It's not me. It may be the rest of them, but it's not me. Peter doesn't seem too shocked about the defecting of the other disciples, but when it comes to him, no. And that's kind of a troubling attitude anyways. But that's when Jesus says, not only you're going to fall away, but you're going to deny even knowing me 3 times this very night. You're going to fall away even in a worse way than the rest of them. And even at that, Peter says, "Even if I have to crawl up on the cross with you and die with you, Lord, I'm not going to do it." And I think Peter really believes that. And his confidence and his loyalty to Jesus seems really admirable, doesn't it? Except then you realize who he's arguing with. He's arguing with Jesus. Did he forget who he's talking to? It's like arguing with a child. "Yes, you will. No, I won't. Yes, you will. No, I won't." And so Peter's overconfidence becomes his downfall. And it can be with us too. We can feel so strongly and so confidently in something. But then when the crisis comes, we just fall apart. Let him who thinks he stands take heed lest he fall. And so if we have the attitude, "It's not going to happen to me. I got this." We're probably not taking it serious enough, and we're probably not seeing our need for the Lord's strength enough. Arrogance and pride comes before the fall.